I want to.
In that game to be.
Look.
We're live
35 with it.
This is post-practice week 1 because they got week 2. Well, tomorrow will be day 2. Well, day 1, day 2 will be tomorrow. We didn't pick up anything today in practice, but there were some people. Names that's not on the list. But I'm gonna pull up this list while we do the intro. My name is Law Nation.
Oh, Boss Cowboy.
Sports with sports at the end of
Yeah,
that.
sports.
Boss Cowboy.
Yeah, Boss
Yes,
Cowboy Sports.
Boss Cowboy Sports.
Yeah.
Then I got Star
Games and
Sports. Then I got
Jazz Monday with Bitches Love Sports.
Yeah. So today, any surprise cuts for you guys?
Surprise cuts?
Surprise cuts, because they got cuts in the chat to pull up this.
I wouldn't say I'm surprised by anything. I just really wanted Julius to be on the team. Yeah. And I'm sad that he's not.
Juju.
Yeah. But I knew somebody I liked would end up getting cut. And it happens every year. And this year it was Mr. Wood. So, yeah.
I agree. I think he is good. I wouldn't say surprised. Well, actually, I guess I am because I thought we were going to go just a little bit more and say so we've been a hard 4. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So stars and backups, that's it. I think I was also shocked that Matt Orlesco made the team over Josh Ball. That was another team.
Let me ask you this.
That actually was kind of surprising.
So you rather have Joshua Ball at your right tackle juxtaposed to Matt Orlesco?
It's not so much that I'd rather have him. It's just that because of the amount of leniency that they've given him in the past, I just expected that to happen. It's not that I wanted him. I was just surprised that I was like, oh, y'all actually cut him this year.
Yeah.
It was just like one of those.
Oh, okay. One of those. What's your thoughts on
I
that?
think for me, Josh Ball was better in preseason, but he's not a tackle. He is a guard.
Yeah.
So if they cut him because it's like we stacked at guard, we can't do more tackles, that makes sense. But then when you look at Matt Orlesco versus Josh Ball, Matt Orlesco's performance was not it.
Well, week 2 he did a great job. He allowed 0 pressure, 0 sacks on down the field.
That's
one of
fair.
them. And I'm not trying to do no PFF stuff, but he had one of the highest PFF.
Okay, that's
But
fair.
I'm
I
not
enjoy
trying
it.
to make a bang on the table for Matt Orlesco. But you got to understand that Mike McCarthy and Mike Solari, they do not swing tackles. They do a thing that me and BossCowboySports picked up.
Yep.
Left side.
Yeah, left side, right side.
What's y'all thoughts on that philosophy?
I'm going to go ahead and steal it.
Go ahead.
I'm stealing it from Law. Like,
Go ahead.
Law gave me the game on this.
Yeah.
So we sitting there, and obviously we trying to decipher why is Matt Orlesco over Woods.
Yeah.
And, you know, Law, like, it's a right side, left. Because Law asked me one question that put it all together. Who going to be your backup right tackle?
What?
Once you ask that question, then it shows you the value of Matt Orlesco, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's one of those things, just like stealing that from Law, that basically tells me that sometimes you can make the roster because it's just not enough depth. That's really what it is. It's not that the other guy wasn't more deserving. It's just that it's a bigger position of need than what's currently in your position. So when you look at it from the right side, left side, I understood it. Like and walking into training camp, I did not. I was like, what the. You know, but Law hit me today.
Yeah. So we got to look at it like this. I don't want Terrence Steele doing all of the punt things, all of the field goal things.
Yeah.
So that's where your Matt Orlesco becomes a value.
He got lucky.
Yeah, he got lucky. You know, the depth of 1,000 cuts. He was one of the cuts that pretty much didn't get there because Woods was one of those cuts because he don't give you special teams play. Unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, I think it makes sense when it comes to Matt Orlesco. I still think, I guess Matt Orlesco, he's a backup tackle. But what do y'all think? Y'all think we should call David Bakhtiari? Or is he too old and injured?
No, I would tell David. I'll tell David this right here. You stay by the phone, bro. Stay by the phone, man. If Tyler Guyton goes down, Austin Richard goes down, then we got some conversations with him. Yeah. So it takes 2 to go down in order for David Bakhtiari to come into the building. What's your thoughts on that?
Love it. I love it.
You
Makes
love
sense to me.
the ideology.
Yeah,
of that.
stay by the phone.
Just stay by the phone, man. You know, hey, we give you training camp off and everything. But hey, when it's time for you to get called, we'll call you up. That's what they did with what's the guy that played? Was in 2022? T.Y. here.
Oh, T.Y. Oh, yeah.
It says T.Y. Man, stay by the
Stay
phone.
by the phone.
Stay by the phone.
James Washington went down and he got the call.
Yeah.
Some of these guys are stay by the phone guys.
Stay by the phone.
They are.
Yeah. And I'm quite sure we got less than 24 hours. If Woods clear waivers, he'd be one of the first people they call.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
But will he clear waivers though?
That's what I
so sad.
asked. That's what I asked. Will he clear away? That's exactly like.
I don't see that being the case. I think he made too much of a splash. He was noticed way too much to clear waivers. And I would say that's the other surprise for me is that, like, considering how we went into this offseason and everybody being like, oh, the Cowboys aren't doing enough. Jerry says he's going all in and he's not, and people just being so disappointed. And now we're like literally at this point where roster cuts are made. It's like, oh my goodness, how did they possibly choose between all these talented guys? It just goes to show how quickly things can change, how quickly moves can be made. And so if I had to give a general biggest surprise, that was the biggest surprise for me, that it actually like got to that point where we had that much talent at training camp to where it was actually difficult to pick.
No doubt. I always ask this though, in the event, how would Woods get out there on the team?
Right.
Because you got Hooker, you got Wilson, you got Marquise Bell. Of course, we know one year dealing with the growing, but there's only two safeties out there on the field. So where would you fit Woods at on the field?
I mean, I see your point. You're not saying anything wrong. Like when I was doing the show with you and Ray, what did I say? I said I'm a Julius Woods fangirl, right? I said I'm a Julius, not Woods. I said I'm a Julius Woods fangirl. So that means, like, yes, I'm a fan. That doesn't mean I have, like, a hard and fast explanation for everything I'm saying. I just wanted him to be on the team because I'm a fan.
Are we being too greedy?
No, well,
I am.
I was gonna say something, but it might get me canceled.
Yeah, you know.
I was gonna say BLS love the Woods, but that's a whole nother conversation. But come on with it.
I will say, like, it's one of them things where I remember them hard days of us on one safety.
Ooh.
Now we got too many. Like,
we're a long way from JJ Wilcox.
Are we still done? Are we done with the idea of trading one of the safeties?
Nah, I'm not done with it.
I'm looking at this list. We went thin in safety. We got Hooker, who's a hurt guy, who's been healthy for the last few years.
So that's how Wood would get on the field.
Yeah, that's how Wood would get on the field. That's why I say stay by the phone, Wood. Stay by the phone, man. Hey, and then we got Donovan Wilson.
Right.
Is he classified as a hurt guy?
Donovan Wilson.
He
No,
he just got hurt one season.
Got hurt. He
One
got
time and it was for a long time.
2021. Yeah.
It's not like
I don't think he's been hurt like that since.
Okay.
But I think a lot of people want to move off of Dono because they're looking at all the athleticism and all these guys, and they're like, can Dono cover? We want Dono living in coverage.
Hey, wait. I gotta ask for one audible real quick. Can y'all hold y'all stuff when you talk?
I'll be the holder guy, man. I got it, man. Okay, go ahead, hold on.
But yeah, I think the biggest question was, can Dono cover? You know, we know he can cover because let's be fair, he made a hell of a play. I think in the Dolphins game, he made a hell of a play in the Lions game.
He did.
So, and that was both in coverage, but we're like, with Zim, it just seems like you need to be a little bit faster, more athletic, be able to cover ground. So we're like, does he fit? So I was for trading Donovan Wilson, and then I heard that he was attending meetings, those morning meetings that Micah Parsons and Paul Gunther and Trey Diggs and Mike Zimmer are attending. So I was like, we're definitely not about to cut him because now Zimmer and Paul see you as you're one of our leaders. And so I was like, I think that prohibits him from getting cut, but I don't know. I would have liked to keep Wood because, again, he seemed like he would be a spark plug for us. And I don't think he's going to clear waivers because I think teams stalk us.
Yeah.
You know,
like the Chiefs. I'm going to go through this list and let me know who you rather have over they went with 4 tight ends. Mm-hmm. They went with Ferg, Schoon, John Stevens, Brevin Spanford. Mm-hmm. You want Wood to take whose spot on that?
You know, I'm going to be honest. Now,
I'm trying to figure out this Wood thing.
I did say with the tight ends, I said they look kind of disappointing to me.
Wait, what?
Hold on. A lot of people have said that. Why y'all acting like this is news?
I was like,
I just disagree with those people.
they didn't. I just feel like, now I get it. We hate Spoon. I don't hate you, Spoon, but people don't like you. But at the same time, it's like I feel like none of the other tight ends really like separated themselves from.
Now I got a question because like this is what I was wondering about what we saw from the tight ends.
What?
Do you think it was that they literally just were not performing well, or do you think that it was because of the offense that they were running for Trey Lance that we didn't see them come off the screen?
Right.
Yeah.
And I stand
What do you think?
What do I think? So I think that, you know what? I think that's fair. I think that I was shocked because I was expecting to see more scheme. Not scheme, because I know we got a high step.
But like how? Right,
but get them involved because I'm like, if we think Mike McCarthy's going to come out here and he's going to run more 12, right, more 22 personnel, it's like, shouldn't we see the tight ends targeted? But they were, to be fair,
Right, but
they targeted like 3 times a game. Anyway, go ahead.
But here's the thing, though. Like, if you think about it from this perspective, Mike McCarthy is going to run those things, right? But he's going to run them with Dak Prescott. One of the criticisms of Trey Lance has been the fact that he doesn't know the offense, right? So if he doesn't know the offense, then how do you expect the offense to look how it's going to look when you got people out there who do know the offense?
That's
so
fair.
I'm watching the situation,
Right.
And you think about how Dak uses the tight ends, and what he's always said, tight ends are quarterback's best friend.
Right.
Yeah.
Why? They're usually not the first read, right?
Yep.
And so you got Trey Lance out there who does one read and panics. so when are we gonna really see the tight ends highlighted? So like, yes, there were a couple of occasions where it's like, okay, we would have liked to see them perform a little bit differently. Maybe some people would use the word better on the field.
Right.
But I also think they didn't get as many opportunities as we would have liked for them to pop up off the screen. And I think that's what people wanted. People wanted to see the same excitement that they see when Jake Ferguson is out there with Dak.
No,
and that's just not the dynamic that these tight ends had with Trey Lance. You didn't even hear people talking about it at practice. Like, I don't remember hearing, seeing any tweets, any video from anybody who was covering practice saying like, oh yeah,
these tight ends are
Van
lighting it
Ford
up.
and Trey Lance, like they have that, like it just wasn't there. So that's not their fault.
Well, the best play we saw span forward was the touchdown run by, dare I say, my guy Trigger Trey.
Trigger Trey.
He was able to go down there to make that crucial block. So
Yeah.
there are some weak holes or some gaps in this situation as it relates to tight end play. For example, we didn't see no seam pass. Who the seam guy is?
Well,
Who seam guy is?
I say we did see some seam late.
And old boy fumbled the ball.
Yeah, and we saw it with Span. We saw it with John Stevens.
Right here.
They did a
Now,
scene with
I do want
Span.
to say
I
some
don't think
differences that I will say that I saw.
they
You know,
scheme.
I'll
I know where you go. I know where you go.
What
with
I
it.
saw more scheming for school.
I think that's correct.
I saw more scheming. They was doing more bootlegs and stuff that was creating opportunities.
You right. Screens, leak out screens. Yeah.
With Span and John
John
Stevens,
Stevens.
is more earning, like you on your own.
Right.
Then I'll reward you.
Right.
Now, it was something you said on Twitter. I
Mhm.
caught your Twitter.
Yep.
I want to kind of get the perspective on it and kind of go around the circle.
Okay.
Then I also want to talk about practice today,
Okay.
if that's okay, though.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
And everybody.
And we got Candy right here too.
Her name is Candy.
She's
Hey,
nobody.
Candy.
Nobody cares about Candy.
See if we can find Candy.
Average.
Yeah.
She's okay.
Yeah.
Boss Candy, come on, Boss Candy.
She got to run. She got to run. But she was just going to jump by and let everybody know that she said Dak Prescott is going to win MVP for this season. And they're right. That's what she said.
All right,
Candy. Yeah. In the Super Bowl.
Look at your hand, boss. They can't see her. Lean back. There you go.
My camera right there, so you can say hi.
Oh.
Cowboy Nation, I'm here, Dallas, downtown.
Cheese joy.
You ain't gonna say nothing to my camera?
We are live also on Boss Cowboy Sports page. Be sure to check out Boss Cowboy Sports, and I believe we also live on your channel.
Yep.
And this will also be repurposed on
You're on my channel too?
your channel.
We probably repurposed.
We made BLS
Recorded
bad, man.
it.
We doing bad. We ain't live yet on her channel. But see what gonna happen. See what had happened was, we had to build this thing up through some duct tape and beyond. Yeah, blame the boss. We not live on your channel.
Okay.
Turn it to my head now.
Like, wait, nobody told me.
You like, how did y'all get my cheese?
But she gotta run. She gotta work in the morning.
See you, Candy.
But I'll be back tomorrow.
All right.
That's right.
Now, I want to ask you a question. Somebody
School night.
No,
Yeah.
it's like somebody dropped a super chat. Let me check that.
Shout out to all the supers.
My boy Keystone, he said, Matt, no shoulders.
Keystone, stop. Be quiet, please,
My boy
Keystone.
say, Matt, no shoulders, but let's go. Julian saying the wood is nasty versus sun versus bounces.
Matt, no shoulder with listeners.
With you, Keystone. You know, I'm gonna look at both cameras.
Both
I'm being
cameras,
all
okay.
the way honest with you, bro. This is the deal. Law said it, and he's actually right on this in my opinion. When you look at it from Woods as the player, yes, it's a travesty. When you look at the need of a right side tackle,
Right.
and we was playing left and right tackles as backups, we had to have Matt Willis.
You had to work. You got to. I'm
I
trying
know it don't sound right.
I'm trying to
It
get
don't
Matt
sound
Willis off this team.
Right.
Him and Joshua Ball. But hey, at this point, it's better to have him than
Not,
You
yeah.
got to have it and not need it, and need it and
Not have it, yeah.
If Woods can play left tackle or right tackle, hey, Woods.
I'm supposed to get to something. You said something I wanted to hear from you and Jazz. That's okay.
Okay, what did I say?
You said something on Twitter. You said them picking up 4 tight ends means something.
Yep.
What does it mean?
Well, I think that it means that Mike McCarthy is going to run, or he wants to. He wants to run more 12, more 22 personnel.
22.
But in order to run that, I was talking about this yesterday with, shout out to Loose Takes. I was talking about this yesterday. I'm like, in order to run 12 personnel, 22 personnel effectively, your tight end 2 has to be able to block as well as be able to catch passes.
Right.
Because that's how you keep the defense on their toes, which is like, okay, I don't know if you're passing or running, but if you have a person in there was like, we just know you're a blocker,
Right.
you're tipping your hat off.
Correct.
So I think Mike McCarthy wants to be able to stretch the field, stretch the middle of, hit those seam passes, do those crossing routes with both tight ends going both ways. So it's making it real hard for these guys to cover. My question is, do we have the tight end 2 to run the scheme like Mike McCarthy wants to run? Because you got Schoon, who's a good pass blocker, but the pass catching hasn't been great because his confidence, Lunda Wells talked about it. He doesn't have great confidence, and you can see it when he plays. But then you got guys like Brevin Spann we brought in, guys, John Stevens Jr., who we're high on, but it's like, can these guys block? You know what I'm saying? Are they as effective blockers as Schoon? But I think the goal is to run those 2 tight ends. And then, boss, I think you had it on there when you talked. You had who was it? Jermichael Finley. Yeah, Jermichael Finley, where he talked about he thinks that Mike McCarthy is rolling with this many tight ends because he does want the scheme to kind of look a little bit similar to what they did in New England with Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez.
He said that almost like he been talking on TV.
Here's the thing, though. If I'm on my way out, I got to get with at least, give me my last meal.
Mm-hmm.
Give me something that I can say I'm going out with a fight. Mm-hmm. Mike McCarthy's in the final year of his contract, so give him something that he wants. Mm-hmm. Lunda Well, I heard that he was banging on the table for Brevin Spann and John Stevens. So those are his boys. And, it's a joint package with Mike McCarthy at this point. Yeah. So if you want to exemplify power when we get into the red zone, money zone, green zone, then you got to have a big boy like a Schoon or like a Brevin Spann or like a Hunter Luepke. You want to exemplify power, and I think they're going to do that.
Yeah.
My boy Chris 214, he said, "What's up to all my favorite content creators?" For the super chat. Man.
What's up, Chris? I love Chris.
What's up,
Chris 214, the OG.
The OG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to say something real quick too. That I don't want to ignore this and treat this like it's normal. Jazz, congratulations on you. What you're doing with the boys and girls. That's a big deal. Can you kind of enlighten us what it's like to go from being YouTube to actually sit in the studio and kind of fulfilling that? Because I've been talking to you. I know you ain't really making no big deal out of it.
He said that they turned the lights up over here. Come on with it. Yeah. She's super humble too.
But people want to hear going from being an independent YouTube person to being somebody that's just sitting in the studio where they're amplifying their voice.
Okay, so I've done studio stuff before behind the scenes. I was an intern a long time ago in another lifetime when I lived in Nashville at a news station there. So
it ain't new to me.
Yeah.
It is, but it's not. So like I said, that was another lifetime ago. Also, the Cowboys are a different organization.
Yeah.
And honestly, for me, like, if I'm being honest, like, the biggest difference is just, like, where I look. So, like, when we're doing YouTube, I can be more casual. I can look at you guys when I'm doing my own content. I fidget a lot. I have ADHD, and it's so when they were like, so, I don't know if anybody saw the first episode, but Christy and Nicole were virtual. So, like, they're, like, let's say they're on a screen that's, like, over here.
Right.
But the camera I'm looking at is over there. So I want to look at them because I'm talking to them, but they're like, no, look at the camera. So, honestly, for me, that was the weirdest thing. That and me not being able to fidget my ass off like I always do. But other than that, today was my first day, like, meeting other members of the media. There's a lot of rules, not a lot of direction. But it's a good time, though. I think it's going to be a fun season. I have a lot to learn. I have a lot of growth to do just in terms of interacting on that level. And so, like, there'll be more good stories to come. But no, I'm humbled because I feel like it's just the beginning. Like, to me, it's
just the beginning.
It's not like, I've arrived. It's an accomplishment, don't get me wrong. And I'm grateful to everybody who's played a role in me getting there. Like, you guys, there are people who are not present who have done so much in terms of support, in terms of help, in terms of education. So I don't want to downplay that, but like, that's why I come off so cool about it, because I'm just like, okay, it's a step in the right direction, but there's like so much more that I want to do.
You want to do, right?
What you want to do. It's always kudos and credits to you for that, and I think that this is just the beginning. There's thousands of other things that's going to happen. That's going to propel you to even higher heights, especially as we continue to do these type of roundtable conversations about the Cowboys and beyond. I think that there's more opportunity.
I'm like Alexander Hamilton. There's a million things I haven't done.
Million things. So, what else? Big takeaway you guys?
Well, I wanted to talk about what I saw at practice.
Come on.
What did you see in practice?
All right. One thing that I saw from practice. One thing that I clearly saw from practice is Dak Prescott know the hell out this offense. Like, Dak Prescott looked like it was easy as hell. Like, the way that he was getting the ball, like, did you see that too, man? Like, the way that Dak was getting that ball out, like, he knew all his outlets, like it was nothing. Like, and I always knew going from Kellen Moore, trigonometry offense, to going to a Texas coach was going to be simple. But Dak make it look too easy. Like, and I'm not on Dak balls. Like, this is just observation of just how quick he processes.
Right.
And just it's I got excited today, finally putting my eyes on Dak. I know, you've been out to training camp. Yeah. So I didn't get a chance to see what you've been seeing. But me looking at Dak, just snap in, snap out, snap in, snap out. I was like,
it fits it like a glove. I think that there's no weak spots. I think that he all the way knows his offense, especially last year they was talking about installments, right? We had our reservations on CeeDee Lamb. Will he be a guy that already knows the system? Truth be said, he already knows the system. Right. When he caught on at week 7, week 8 and beyond, he's going to continue to do that. And there's another guy had a nasty catch. Yeah. A nasty catch that was in the end zone. Number 18. Appreciate you, bro.
I like y'all.
Come on, man. Flip the camera over to him.
You like what?
Appreciate program. I've been listening to y'all.
Man, appreciate you, man. Where you from, man?
I'm from North Cincinnati.
Okay. And you saw practice today?
Yeah, Yes, I did.
Okay, who stood out for you?
I think Dak Prescott.
There we go. Dak Prescott?
Yes, sir.
We put
Yeah,
you
we're
on
gonna
the
put you on the
spot.
spot, man. You see when you start talking, man, we gonna put you on camera. Now, who stood out?
I think Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
He's
What
good.
What about Dak did you like?
I thought he was really good on every play and everything. And
Yeah.
I think he's going to do good this year.
Yeah, I saw the same thing.
I
Like,
think we're going to the Super Bowl this year.
All right.
So I think. Yeah, there we go. I think
White
we are.
Cowboy.
ooh wee,
Let's go.
ooh wee.
Here we go. Thou should decree a thing, and it shall be established.
Hey,
Appreciate
thank
you,
you,
man.
man.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Hey, yo, Law Nation Sports. You see my face, name, and logo. Law Nation Sports, Boss Cowboy Sports.
Yeah.
We got Stargazer, and then we got BLS. Did you buy 100? Yeah, go ahead.
BLSpodcast.com.
Okay, it'll pop up that way. There you go.
I know that's a lot, man. That's a lot.
Yeah.
If you find one channel, just go back to this part,
Yeah.
and you'll find all of them.
Come on with it, man.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
No, but Dak was the standout to me. Like just the command that he had of the offense was impressive. Another thing is, it's gonna sound weird. I love to see how Trey, Micah, and CD seemed like they were so happy to be back.
They were.
Like, it was just, because I'm being all the way honest. I know Cowboy Nation. Shut up. Cowboy Nation.
Yeah. All right, man. Get with you, man. You have a good one.
Take it easy, man.
Pretty easy.
I know Cowboy Nation is down from Green Bay. Like, we all
It
feel
hurt.
it, Lord. It hurt. Like, it hurts, man. Like,
That still hurts to this day. Man.
so I just want to say this to them, man. It means a lot, even for
CD.
Trey to come out and Micah to come out and to see them just getting a crowd up.
Yeah.
You know, I mean this. It means something to us. It does, because we need that. We need that. We need to see y'all happy. We need to see that y'all happy to be Cowboys. Because the way that Jerry seems to treat them, I can see the way I wouldn't want to be a Cowboy.
Right.
Like, if I had to wait like CeeDee Lamb had to wait, I would probably be frustrated. But to see firsthand with my own eyes the happiness of CeeDee Lamb to be back,
Right.
and how many times he just went to the crowd and he was just doing this, and everybody was getting in it, and it was CD. And so I appreciate those guys and just being able to experience this, man. That was my major takeaway, is to see the involvement of our stars,
Right.
in our excitement.
Yeah. And it is the transferable. You're seeing how that energy is now put upon the other players. I get it, man. That Green Bay game took us all out.
Yeah,
right?
it
And and I heard John Machota said that was the worst game ever.
Ever.
And Cowboys,
You can make a case.
you make a straight out case for that. So
Jtuck in the building. What's up,
shout out
Tuck?
Jtuck, man. Appreciate him.
Jtuck.
So all of those things, man, when we look at it collectively, I think that we will bounce back. We just need one win. A win will erase a lot of
I agree. I think we need a signature win.
a signature.
We need to beat the Ravens.
Week 3.
We need to be We need to be somebody like
I
that.
don't think we need a signature win, because it's like we have signature wins every year. We need a more successful postseason. The one thing that I want to say to people watching, one thing to understand about these public practices is that they don't show a lot. It's like a walkthrough. So I do think that stood out the most, but that's because like they don't really do anything. So you're not really going to see anything that blows you away. Like, you're not going to see any new formations. I think last year the most interesting things that happened were Tyron Smith getting hurt and Simi Fehoko being lined up at tight end. Congratulations to Simi Fehoko for making the Chargers 53-man roster, by the way. But yeah, no, I do agree that that Dak looked awesome, but like he looked awesome to me last year. And like, let's be honest, there are worse places to be than on Dak Prescott's balls, by the way. So like, praise him all you need to.
Yeah.
But I think one of the things that we need to remember about Dak is that like he's really smart. Like, he knows the game.
Yeah, he's smart.
And I think that's one of the things that kind of got the offense in trouble with Kellen Moore, was that Kellen Moore put as much on Dak's plate as he thought he could handle, but like they kept saying, they weren't on all the same page together. And so what they needed was an offense that was designed to put everybody on the same page, and that's what they have now. And so the reason why it looks easy for Dak is because it is. It's just like even watching him execute passes by himself, like aiming for different targets, like it's like effortless for him to get there. Like the same targets that Cooper Rush is missing, or you can see like Trey Lance has to take some extra steps to get there, and he's just a tick slower. Like Dak executes his stuff with precision. And that's the kind of stuff that I think people don't know, don't see, or don't think about when they're like, oh, we got to get rid of Dak Prescott. I'm like, no, he has raw skills that make him just such a good QB. Not even just a good athlete. Because, like, there's some QBs in the NFL who are good athletes, right? And they just happen to be good enough communicators and smart enough. You know what I'm talking about? So they happen to be good enough communicators and smart enough to be, like, behind center, right? But Dak Prescott is actually a good quarterback. And I feel like if we were to lose him or get rid of him for some reason, there's a lot of people who would regret rooting against him. So I'm glad he's around. I'm glad CD's back. I think CD is glad that CD's back. It was a lot of fun to see that, actually, just to see a smile on his face. That's one thing I like about CD Lamb.
Yeah.
Is that, like,
he seemed happy to be back.
He doesn't fake a smile.
Yeah.
Ever. Like, when you
he was
CD
happy.
smile,
You could see he was happy to be back.
Especially when you see CD smile talking to the media, you know he's actually happy.
Yeah. Yeah, you could tell he was happy today.
Yeah. What up, man? Yeah, bro.
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, what's good with you, man? No, you good, man. It's live, man. It's what we do, man. Yeah,
I've been watching your videos.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man.
Where your other partner at?
Which one?
The other guy, last time I seen y'all was a restaurant y'all invited me one day.
You talking about Ray, or you talking about Boss Cowboy Sports?
I don't know if it's him.
Was it?
Talking about,
You sure it wasn't me? Because I wasn't wearing glasses last time. I met you before, bro. I met you before, bro. It might have been me.
Tell me about you.
Hey, let's pretend it was me, man.
It's him.
Yeah, let's pretend it was me since I was.
Invited me in the restaurant.
It was me, man. That was me. You don't
Okay.
remember me, man?
That's
You see how messed up that
You
is,
got
man?
your
I invited him in, and then he don't even show
You
me
got a
no love.
different
He said,
haircut.
I got the same haircut, bro. Matter of fact,
Or was it the beard? You got a long
you
beard?
trying way too hard, bro. All right, my
See,
feelings is officially
that's why,
wrecked.
because of my short time memory, I've been in Desert Storm.
Okay.
But there's a storm.
So we gonna let him make it now. We gonna let him make it for that. You know, we gonna definitely let him make it. Hey, I also appreciate your service, bro. As always, man.
I got
Salute.
mad at the VA today. They messed up my apartment, and I got done working out the gym. Cowboys today, I get a call and stop the moment. Oh, they about to mess up my workout.
Oh, Lord.
So, that colon thing.
What?
It's supposed to be set up for August the 30th. They supposed to come pick me up. So they make it way.
You know we live, right?
We live, man. We live, man. But hey, shout out to VA.
I didn't know that
Go to Waco.
No, we don't know that colon thing. You know, I don't know.
But I handled it though.
You handled it?
Cut that short. Yeah, I handled it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, yeah. There's a lot of people in here, man. Heard that. A lot of people heard that.
He was talking about Colin Powell.
Yeah, colon power. Yeah, I don't know about that colon thing. No.
Yes, you did, but man, salute.
Yeah, I handled it all. So
Yeah, you
I'm
handled
the director about it.
You gotta take care of it, bro. You know,
In God's favor.
in God's favor. You know, yeah.
Y'all did your videos in there too?
Yeah, man, we talked to Roger Staubach and got a chance to talk to Troy Aikman and them, and they all said we going to the Super Bowl too. I'm messing with you, man.
Last year we thought it was going to Super Bowl.
I mean, every year, bro.
Let's just hope Dak don't mess this one up.
Wait, what we doing? What are we doing over here? What you
I
mean?
like that.
No, hey, wait. We gotta talk what mess it up how? Well, like,
Hey, I'm still a big Cowboy fan. I'm not a hater though.
That's what I was typing the conversation.
I've been a
about
Cowboy fan since like this.
Every time we ask a person, how do you feel about Dak? Give me look into the camera and tell people how do you feel about Dak Prescott? Is he worth $60 million? Was it $55 million? Well, how do you feel about Dak Prescott?
You said 50,
60.
60,
$55 to $60 million.
They can't see.
I say
They can't
55.
see. Get in the camera, man. Get all in there. Get in there.
55.
You worth it. Every penny.
Every penny.
There we go. See?
What about 60?
We work until you get to the Super Bowl. And that'd be more. You know,
So
ching,
like
ching.
I said, that wait until free agency.
Yeah, but I don't want him to go.
You don't want him to go, you know? So,
That's all it's on.
or the
I met
case-
him in person. He signed
Yeah.
my ball. Nice guy. When they used to do that VIP at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice guy. Signed my got a picture of him too. Did a selfie.
Is selfie in them?
Thank me
Yeah.
to serve my country.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
Jerry's too.
Yes,
And
indeed.
Keyshawn Johnson actually my real friend. We went to the same high school.
Off Real Keys. Yeah. He
Yeah.
got a new show now with Joy now. No, 19.
ESPN.
Keys ain't 88.
Mhm. And did y'all know about Michael Irvin's restaurant down the street?
Man, tell me about it, man. What happened?
Food is awesome.
It's good. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, I walked in there and I got my military discount too.
Man, that's what I'm talking about, man. Shout out to the playmaker, man. Appreciate you coming through, man.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you have a good one, bro.
Didn't mean to interrupt, but when
Nah,
I was
you
playing,
good.
I'm about to hit down the prior house. Oh, I know them. But thanks for both of y'all for that time, inviting me to hang out with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice seeing y'all again. I never met y'all ladies, but
I mean,
nice to meet
beautiful
y'all.
ladies right here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Hope to see y'all more.
Come on. We in this, man.
Right.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. You have a good one.
Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys. Yeah, appreciate you. All right, so where were we? Where were we on this?
Man, I don't even know.
Legendary.
We talked about Dak Prescott.
But like Zeke be doing, let's
15.
let the haters know.
Yeah, feed me.
I wish he kept number 22 number, but he went to 15.
Yeah. 21. 21, not 22.
That's him.
Yeah. All right, man. You have a good one. I appreciate you, man. Salute your services, man. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you for your mind.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all stay safe.
Man, thank you,
man.
bro.
Appreciate you.
Now, that's the life of when you with Law Nation. I'm being honest with y'all. That's what it's like when you with Law. People go walk up on Law. It's just what it is. People recognize this man. If this man is sitting there in the desert,
on,
dog.
man.
I'm being honest, bro. Law can't go nowhere, bro, without somebody. Hey, is that Harden? No, it's Law Nation. It's Law Nation, bro. So now, we were just kind of talking about practice a little bit because I know that's what a lot of people on my channel, they want to kind of get what did we see today. So I didn't really have too much except the main thing is I wanted to see and I saw that the main guys are happy to be here.
Yeah.
That's big to me. Like that means a lot. Yeah. So like for anybody that's worried about morale, I didn't see that. I didn't see bad morale today. I'm just being honest. And I look for that. I look for bad body language back. These guys are happy to be Dallas Cowboys. They feel privileged to be Dallas Cowboys. So
They do.
going into the season, that's what I want to see. And just from the body language, I saw that today. And I thought the practice was crisp. I thought it was clean.
Right.
I thought they got through it really smooth. Now, the last thing I'm going to say, just talking about practice, Law raised something that I just think is a phenomenal point. Trey Lance versus
Rush.
Yeah. So with Trey Lance versus Cooper Rush,
Right.
it was your point, so I ain't going to steal your point. What was you saying about that?
Well, I was saying that if you're going to give valuable reps, give them to Trey.
Right.
Don't give it to Cooper or Rush. We know what he can do.
And what did you see today?
And I seen,
what did you see today?
I seen a good delivery of the ball from Cooper. I seen him being able to drive the ball down the field.
But who was getting the reps in team? Who was getting the reps in team?
Cooper.
Yeah,
And
Cooper
Trey
Rush.
was sitting there
So Cooper Rush
almost
was getting the
Indian
reps
style,
in team.
like,
And I think that's a waste.
It's a waste. Yeah.
Because if you're trying to develop Trey, regardless of the 5 interceptions, I think Law is right here.
Yeah.
You want to see him doing team,
yeah.
more reps
Yeah.
than
Cooper Rush. So I thought that, hey, the more the merrier. I think that you need to have that muscle memory. You need to have the kind of caliber of talent to build up to that talent. We see traits all day. We see that. out of Cooper, not out of Cooper, but out of Trey Lance. But we want to develop those things. It's like having a child, and y'all saying that.
That's not what
if you guys have a child and that's 7 foot, like 6'7", you're not gonna put them in ballet. You're gonna put them out there on the basketball.
But that's
court.
not what every practice is gonna be for.
Develop.
Cooper Rush got fewer reps this preseason than what he normally gets. And we're about to go into the regular season. So, like, they gave Trey Lance the preseason.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
And she's balanced.
Yeah, I mean, it was an hour-long practice.
Yeah.
And we getting ready to go into the regular season. So they were like, yeah, Cooper, like, get in there.
You get in there.
Hopefully we don't have to use either one of y'all. But if we do, it's going to be Cooper. So get in here and do your thing.
And I don't think it should always be Cooper. Like, absolutely not. Like, so, like, if we get another blowout, why we want to see Cooper Rush? Like, why? It doesn't.
Because players have incentives in their contract, and I don't want to.
No, I'm saying in terms of. Now I know he wants to get his money, but I'm saying in terms of what's best for like a player development. Yeah. And I felt like Trey was building, and everybody's focusing, in my opinion, on the 5 interceptions, and they're ignoring the fact that he threw 323 yards and almost 90.
What would be best for Trey Lance's development is something that we can't go back and do. We can't go back and have a different team draft him. We can't go back and have a different team trade for him. It's too late.
Yeah.
They're doing the best that they can. But it's like at the end of the day, you have to consider the whole team. I want Trey Lance to develop too. I do. But you cannot dedicate an entire season and every decision to Trey Lance's development. At some point, you have to think about the chemistry with the people who are actually more likely to be on the field. And that's what they're shifting to now. Right. So, like, yeah, what's happening with Trey sucks. I hope things turn around for him. I would love to see his career get back on track because I think he has potential. But we just can't focus on that all season. Yeah. It's like players have incentives. They need somebody out there who knows the offense. Trey Lance, by his own admission, does not know the offense. Anybody who has been covering practices has not shared anything that suggests that he's prepared to lead that offense the way Mike McCarthy designed it. So, hey, it's not his time right now. Now, if something happens mid-season, because he's still going to be at practice with the Cowboys. If something changes, okay, he'll have his chance. But now's not the time. Now, everybody keeps saying they want the Cowboys to go to the Super Bowl, so they're trying to prepare for that. Like, let them do that.
Yeah, but so what that means is that we it's a waste now. So if we go with that, like Trey has been a total waste because basically they gave him preseason and they said for the rest of the season we're not developing you. So if we in a blowout,
they might develop him,
but like if it's in a blowout, you got, in my opinion, you have to go with Trey.
I think that's
because you know what Cooper is. You already know what he is.
That's going to be on a case-by-case basis because there's no way to prepare for a blowout in a way that puts Trey on the roster.
Now, once you blowing him out and you saying Dak is going to get out this game, you going with Trey. That's what you say. You going with Trey because I want to give Trey reps.
If Trey's the emergency third quarterback, the only way for him to get on the field is if the starting quarterback and the backup quarterback both get hurt.
Right.
In order for them to be considered hurt, they got to do an injury report and everything. Like, you can't just say they're hurt. You have to say, like, what happened? So there's no way to just, like, throw him in the game unless you take a roster spot from somebody else.
No, I ain't saying take a roster spot. I'm saying
how else can you get in the game?
QB2. Yeah, make him QB2 in certain situations. Because I don't think every situation fits Trey. Like, for instance, I feel like if you're going into the playoffs, Trey shouldn't be your backup if that gets hurt, because then I want to go with experience. But if it's a situation where that gets hurt, I'm not going with Cooper Rush. Like, unless I feel like I need somebody steady right now. Like, if I say, okay, this is our chance to develop Trey, I would take that as we finna develop Trey and I'm finna build on what we saw in preseason. Because the only time they talking about interceptions is game 3. Ain't nobody was talking about no interceptions game 1 or game 2 of preseason. They won't say anything about it.
It's a conundrum. It's a conundrum right here. Mm-hmm. Because if I'm Mike McCarthy, and I know you don't want me to say this, but Cooper Rush is still 5-1. With tangible information about Mike McCarthy. If Mike McCarthy have the ability to also lean on, like, I got future with Trey. I got contract beyond 2024, me and Trey. But Mike McCarthy is going with, I'm going to make sure I cover my bet. I'm going to at least take the 5-1.
I think if Trey Lance can get the hang of the offense.
Right.
Because, like, let's be real. He's athletic. He's
True.
got skills that Cooper Rush doesn't
True.
have. All this is true.
Yeah.
But he's, like, if he's going out there and expected to take the place of Dak Prescott and be out there with the ones, he's going to piss some people off because he doesn't know what he's doing. So...
Well, Trey, I got a question.
And I know how that goes.
Man, you killing me.
I killed him.
Killing me.
But can you have three quarterbacks? Can you have three quarterbacks where they're not emergency? Basically, where no, you're just on the roster. So
you can
in these games, I can just play you because Trey's taking up a 53 anyways.
You're taking up Wood's
but not
spot.
a 48.
Right. You're taking up Wood's spot.
You got to put Trey in blowouts because you want to boost.
But how are you gonna predict a blowout?
Like if we blow out,
because you gotta be.
But that's my thing. By the time
if we blowing the team out, I want to.
By the time we know if we're gonna blow out a team, we won't be able to put him on the roster.
No, he's on the roster.
No. I mean on the game day roster.
Making the second quarterback and put.
No. Because we need a backup quarterback who can lead the offense.
I think personally, at this point with Trey, I do agree with Jazz that we did give Trey Lance the entire preseason. We gave Cooper Rush maybe a total of three series the whole preseason. So it's like at this point, if the coaches, you did your evaluations and you're still saying Cooper Rush is quarterback 2, then at this point, Trey Lance's development becomes secondary. And I think with Mike McCarthy, he is on this 1-year deal. So he's like, listen, I love Trey Lance. I think he's great. I even said it. He said, I wish we had 3 to 4 more games where I could develop him. But unfortunately, right now, I can't do it. And it's also with Trey Lance, he does not fit Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy is not an RPO scheme guy. That's why I keep saying.
That's why I said
he could go
send Trey Lance to Philadelphia and give us Will Greer back.
Send him to the Colts. No, I say send him to the Colts. Send him to Shane Steichen. I think Trey Lance
would be good.
That actually would
let
be
him
good.
be the backup to Anthony Richardson. I think Trey Lance in a Shane Steichen offense would be good. I've been saying this all offseason. I said if Trey Lance could get himself into a Philly 2022 offense, he can really develop under that scheme and he can get better. I think the scheme that he's currently in, this West Coast system, is too much. You've got to be able to make reads. You've got to be able to make accurate throws on the run. Trey needs a system like an Air Coryell system where it's not about completions. We're going to run this ball, and then when we suck the defense into the run, we're going to throw the ball out, deep balls.
And we know he's not in
We got 5 more minutes before we close. I just want to say this, though. I want somebody to research. Trey Lance may be the highest paid third string quarterback in NFL history. I want somebody to do that research.
It is a waste. I agree with
That's $5.5. That's $5.5 million to a third string quarterback. That got to be the highest if they go through the season.
And I feel like this situation is exclusive to him. It's really not. It's just that different quarterbacks end up experiencing this in different ways. Like with C.J. Stroud, one of the things that benefited him was that the team that he went to, what he was doing seemed to closely relate to the system that he came from, right? But with Trey Lance, the system that they were trying to put him in with San Francisco and here is so different. There's so many more things that he needs to learn and adapt to. So it's like this what we're seeing is really the case with every quarterback. It's just that maybe every rookie, but definitely every rookie quarterback or every new quarterback to the league. It's just that some of them end up in a situation that's a fit, and some of them end up in a situation that's not a fit. And these teams, unfortunately, the people who are making the decisions are not paying very close attention to what's a good fit. They're just like, oh, I see what you did in college. Come do that for me.
Come learn this new system and come here. And the thing is, the NFL, we see the carousel of these quarterbacks. 2021 quarterbacks, 2022. They're basically all on different teams because, you know, these NFL teams are not giving these quarterbacks time to develop.
No.
You have some like the Packers.
Or good situations in which
Shout
to
out to
develop.
Tom Brady who lamented that. You know, he said he went into the practice system for him.
Right.
With Bill Belichick.
So he could
and
develop.
coach him up, and then also falling behind Drew Bledsoe, being able to get some of those valuable
Right.
and was a drafted 6th round draft pick who learned a pro style system while he was in Michigan.
Yep.
So, that was a real good interview by Tom Brady and I believe Stephen A. Smith. But what we like to do at this time, normally on the show that we do on Tuesday, it's called The Final Word.
Mm-hmm.
I would like for us to give our final word in closing, if that's good with you. Starting with the ladies first, from my left to my right, all the way around. What's your final words?
My final word is just never give up. Stay focused on your goals. Keep manifesting. Things are not always easy. As a matter of fact, they're harder more often than they are easy. But the important thing is to stay committed to the goal. Stay flexible with your strategy. Like the path might change, there might be ups and downs and bumpy roads, but stay committed to your goal. Stay focused, and you'll get there eventually.
No doubt. And we got Stargazer for sure.
Yeah.
Final word.
I would say final word, Cowboys Nation, is we need to extend Dak Prescott trending. That's what I think the final word should be. I think that, you know, there was a similar time last year when we put in DeMarcus Ware into the Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, woo, but where's Jimmy? And then Jerry put Jimmy in the Ring of Honor because he realized that the fans was like, why the hell would you put in DeMarcus Ware before Jimmy Johnson? And so I feel like we in a similar time. We just signed CeeDee Lamb, so we like, woo, we glad. We all knew it was going to happen. But we still have a contract that is outlying where our franchise all-pro quarterback can hit the free agency market come 2025. And if y'all know anything about Jerry Jones, he's going to do anything for clicks and views.
Right.
So I feel like if we don't put pressure on Jerry, and this is echoing from Boss, like Jerry may be like, maybe I can drag it into the season. Because the Trey Lance thing that he was trying to pull, unfortunately, Trey Lance couldn't live up to that.
He didn't. Yeah.
But
unfortunately,
Jerry can still be like, have it every week. Are the Cowboys gonna extend him? Where will that be next year? You know, all of these types of things. And it's like, guys, if we want to be able to focus on having a chance to win a Super Bowl, we cannot have our all-pro quarterback. And Dak's gonna do it because that's just who Dak is. But as far as when I say he's gonna play, you know, even if there's no contract, but I still think we gotta put pressure as fans on the front office to sign our quarterback. Our quarterback. So that's my final word.
No doubt. That was a beautiful final word. I would say this right here.
Hold on. You finish.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because my boy Law always finish it. I would say this in terms of Trey Lance. I think we're making a tremendous mistake giving up on Trey. When you really break down the 5 interceptions, 3 of those interceptions because the defense made plays. It wasn't because Trey Lance just threw dumb interceptions. We are really overemphasizing those interceptions over the upside of Trey Lance and the potential trade value that you can get from Trey Lance. I think it would be a tremendous mistake to go into Cooper Rush, put all your eggs into that Cooper Rush basket as a backup, instead of selling the trade value if you put him even in garbage time and really try to get him to another team. If we go with that strategy, we have totally wasted that 4th round pick with no chance of getting him back. I think that would be a bad strategy. But my final word is this. I'm sick of talking about this, and I'm glad that it's over with. I'm glad the cuts are done. Yeah. I'm so glad so that we, and obviously not for those guys that got cut because their dreams came to an end with this team. Hopefully their dreams continue with another team because I hope that for every player. But I will say this. I'm ready to talk about the Browns now.
Oh yeah.
I'm ready. I'm so ready now that we get to focus in on some of the storylines that's gonna come out of this.
Yeah.
The Amari, like Amari
Cooper.
wanting revenge. I want that. Like I really want that. I want to see what's gonna happen and have those discussions and start talking matchups now. We're finally to where we can talk matchups.
Matchups.
You know what I mean? Like all this preseason draft and bullshit. I'm sick of it.
All that bullshit.
I'm sick of it.
Come on,
we get to talk about the opponents now. And so that's what I'm excited about, man, is that the season is here and that I'm also excited that I get to finish it with y'all again. Like we always finish it here in Frisco, and now this has become a tradition.
It's a tradition,
The tradition is Loud Boss Jazz and now Star we're going to get y'all ready for the start. You know, it's not official until we kick this thing off. So y'all stay up, man. That's my final words. It's Boss Cowboy Sports with your voice matter.
Your voice matter, man. And also with that, keep in mind, Cowboy Nation, I get it. This will be our 53 man. Okay. And when we talking about the fact that we got to make sure that we win every game, I want us to start off 1-0.
Yeah.
I need for us to wipe away that Green Bay mess. You know what I'm saying? That's a mess. You know, I made up a word. We need to wipe away that because all it takes is one win. Win is a vitamin. I know you said it takes more than that to find a winning moment, but it takes that to wipe away that funky smell of Green Bay Packers. And we can be victorious versus those boys. Week 1 versus the Browns. Cowboy Nation staying tall or not at all. I'm not going to go into a heavy conversation. Let's just get ready. Be there, Cowboy Nation. Let's go to Ohio and beat them Browns down. Let's get it. DC for life. Let's go. Now for sure, I'm up out of here. I'm up out of here, baby. Come on, up out of here.
Man, y'all stay up, man. I sure enjoyed that, man. I really enjoyed that, man. So we will be back tomorrow as well. We don't know exactly who's going to be the new team. It might be Jazz. It might be Star. But you definitely go get Boss. You definitely go get Boss. So we out. We got us a final word.